Story number 1 of Hurlbut's Story of the Bible. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Jennifer Nelson. Hurlbut's Story of the Bible by Jesse Lyman Hurlbut, Part 5. The First Four Kings of Judah. 2 Chronicles chapter 12, verse 1 through chapter 20, verse 37. Now we turn from the story of the kingdom of Israel in the north to the story of the kingdom of Judah in the south. You read in Story 74 how the 10 tribes broke away from the rule of King Rehoboam and set up a kingdom of their own under Jeroboam. This division left the kingdom of Judah very small and weak. It reached from the Dead Sea westward to the land of the Philistines on the shore of the Great Sea, and from Beersheba on the south, not quite to Bethel on the north. But it held some control over the land of Edom on the south of the Dead Sea. Its chief city was Jerusalem, where stood the temple of the land and the palace of the king. After Rehoboam found that he could no more rule over the 10 tribes, he tried to make his own little kingdom strong by building cities and raising an army of soldiers. But he did not look to the Lord as his grandfather David had looked. He allowed his people to worship idols, so that soon on almost every hill and in almost every grove of trees there was an image of stone or wood. God was not pleased with Rehoboam and his people, because they had forsaken him for idols. He brought upon the land of Judah a great army from Egypt, led by Shishak the king of Egypt. They marched over all the land of Judah, they took the city of Jerusalem, and they robbed the temple of all the great treasure in gold and silver which Solomon had stored up. This evil came upon Judah because its king and its people had turned away from the Lord their God. After Rehoboam had reigned 17 years, he died, and his son Abijah became king of Judah. When Jeroboam, the king of Israel, made war upon him, Abijah led his army into the land of Israel. But Jeroboam's army was twice as large as Abijah's, and his men stood not only in front of the men of Judah, but also behind them, so that the army of Judah was in great danger of being destroyed. But Abijah told his men to trust in the Lord and to fight bravely in the Lord's name. And God helped the men of Judah against Israel, and they won a great victory, so that Jeroboam never again came against Judah. Abijah's reign was short, only 3 years, and after him came Asa his son, who was a great warrior, a great builder of cities, and a wise ruler. Against Asa a great army of enemies came up.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?